He would eventually die in the Ohio State Penitentiary after a whirlwind of a life that included riding with Wyatt Earp in Wyatt's Vendetta ride. But before we can talk about the end, we need to learn just how we ended up here, where we are today in Green Lawn Cemetery in Columbus, Ohio. Dan Tipton would serve upon the USS Malvern, which was a Navy ship from the Union Army. The main purpose of this ship was to patrol the waters in an effort to keep the South from trading with other countries. With seemingly no family, Tipton would become a drifter and eventually make his way out west, landing in Tombstone, Arizona in March of 1881. The Earp brothers were established in Tombstone at the time, and the tensions were getting heavy. If any of you watching are familiar with Wyatt Earp or have watched the movie Tombstone, the next parts of Mr. Tipton's story will sound very familiar to you. It was March 18th, 1882, when the Earps were playing billiards in the parlor. A loud noise pierced the air, and Morgan Earp was struck. He would pass away. Dan Tipton, the grave we are at today, was in the room when that murder occurred. The Earp feud with the Cowboys reached a fevered pitch, and Dan Tipton was there for the ride. After escorting Virgil Earp and his wife Allie to the train station, Tipton would ride with Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, Turkey Creek Jack Johnson, Texas Jack Vermillion, Sherman McMaster, and Hairlip Charlie Smith, searching for the men responsible for the death of Morgan. Tipton was with the posse when they found Florentino Cruz, who had also been part of the plot to kill the Earps. Tipton was returning to Tombstone to get more money for the Earps, and there he was met by Cochise County Sheriff John Behan, by now an enemy of Wyatt Earp. He would be arrested on exaggerated charges, and what would be ironic, while in jail on the bogus charges, he would miss the shootout in which Wyatt Earp killed Curly Bill Brocious. Tipton would be released, and he received a $1,000 donation from the part owner of the Grand Central Mining Company to be given to Wyatt. He would take the money and meet with the others in the posse at Henry Hooker's ranch. The posse would search for any remaining cowboys and left Arizona to avoid any arrest warrants with their names on them. And as I mentioned before, Mr. Tipton died in prison. And with all of the theatrics of the Earp Vendetta ride, it would be easy to imagine that his arrest was due to an outlaw-like fling with the law. No, that wasn't the case. He would be arrested in 1897 for forging Chinese immigrant labor certificates and sentenced to 20 years. However, he would only live for 4 months, as he passed away from what was then called Bright's disease, now known as an advanced kidney disease. He would pass away at the age of 53 or 54. He would be buried here at Green Lawn Cemetery in an unmarked grave. But due to his service to the Union Army, in 2006 he would receive a standard government-issued stone due to being a veteran. And now we are here in Columbus, Ohio, paying our respects to an old outlaw, Dan Tipton. For those of you familiar with the movie Tombstone, you can almost envision each scene that went along with his life, and although not directly named in the film, he was a present witness to a lot of the big events of the story. And as theatrical as the movie was, it can be hard to fathom that this was based on historic events. This story is the type of story that I love bringing to you and that I love sharing on this channel. If you like history and cemetery videos, please check out one of my videos that will be on the screen soon and click subscribe for more. Once again, from Columbus, Ohio, in the Green Lawn Cemetery, I will see you again soon.